Samandra Lapunza Manga Samandra Savarana Samaya Home. I call refuge on the name of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are the victor Vajradhara. With all dropped, I bow at the feet of Father injecting Songgon. Continually I think of no one but you. Compassionate one grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize and liberate nature of mind. Please turn the way of Dharma of the two-way hackers and their combination according to disposition and likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. So now we go to the Vajrasattva prayer. Do you have that one, right? This for the sadhana of glorious Vajrasattva with purify or negativity and benefits. You received that one, right? Everyone has? Okay. So we're going to do this practice first, then going to share the teaching. Namo, from now until I reach for enlightenment. With intense faith and devotion, I take refuge in the Guru Vajrasattva, the Lord of Ocean of Buddhas, the mandalas. Namo, from now until I reach for enlightenment, with intense faith and devotion, I take refuge in the Guru Vajrasattva, the Lord of the Ocean of Buddhas and the mandalas. Namo Dene Sancho Nyimbi Par Redan Jinkoro Jamsida Lama Dorje Sambala Yichi Tepe Jabsanche. To liberate from samsara suffering or mother sentient beings, so as in number that their fair species itself, and to bring them to the state of permanent happiness, I shall diligently engage in my three doors, body, speech, and mind in virtuous deeds, and never depart from the path of enlightenment. To liberate from samsara suffering all mother sentient beings, so as in number that they fair space itself, and to bring them to the state of permanent happiness, I shall diligently engage in my three doors, body, speech, and mind in virtuous deeds, and never depart from the path of enlightenment. Na kanyam rowan tadai king. Tendi sala uyong ser lenga ye je zomba geng sancho lamdan dharmeza. In front of oneself, amid the ocean clouds of various offerings, upping what lotus and monk cushion, sits the Lord of all Buddhas Vajrasattva, as pure white as the waxing moon. He has one face and two hands, the right rests Dorje to his heart. The left holds a bear at his waist, adorned with Sambonakaya ornaments. He sits cross-legged in the Vajra position, read a wisdom lay which provides the 10 directions. Thus vividly visualize with a clear, pure mind. Allah Sanguru, Vajrasattva, do not go back on your word. I beseech you to hold me and all beings, distribute to like me, with your compassion. All negativities and transgressions committed throughout my three doors, in all my lifetimes without beginning, which are like deadly poison I have taken, I expose and confess with intense remorse and regret. From now on, even at the cost of my life, I will never commit any improper deeds. Please look upon us with your compassionate eyes. Bestow the relief of liberation with your gentle hand. May all distraction and transgression of Samaya, my own and all beings be purified, and may all the supreme and common siddhas be accomplished. At this very moment, go back to Tibetan, page 2. I run the Jutin Jam Sewe, Pekara Dave Den Deng de Rinde Parden Dorje Sen, Kasara Dawai Jebendang, Sharje Sanye Dodernam, Longa Chezo Jeron Yo, Yishi Wazara Sojan to Dambe Yingo Lamer Sar, Jema Lamai Dorje Sem, Ninja Tamja Nirgong Ne, Da So Nyam Da Sem Jenang, Puji Jisan Zen Paranzu, Tomi Tine Tabar De, Lenga Ye Je De Dong Nam, Je Da Kong De Do Song Dar, Non Yu Zhag Bin Tor Yen Xia, Xin Jie So La Bab Jur Jiang, Me Le Na Me Jie Na, Zong Be Jin Jie Xin Zu La, Yang Ni Sa Ge Wu Yong Zor, Da Dan Sim Jian Tam Jie Jie, Tam Zhen Yang Jia Gen Da Jing, Cho Dan De Mong Zhe Gen, Da Da Nye De Zhe Ba Zu, Om Ben Zara Sa Do, 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 Om Ben Zara Sa Do. So now you can meditate Vajrasava there, chant Vajrasava mantra. I'm going to share the teaching. Tangge duje yaje reisen rong yin je me do de je punjong ba ser je lembo dawer ji be ge yaje jar bu ya lai ge zan ze Dorjen Janjen de lo Narodan. De Janjen de lo Narodan Marba Malai Chije Gambo Pa Pamo Chupa Jarwa Indigong. Kaje Lama Nan Lai Zorwa Inde Romen Chije Yenje Borang Ne. Izong Sanje Genje Ngo Nye. Ransim Jiga Ngo Song Dong Zebe. Sawe Lama Nan La Zorwa De Nejin Rubo Seme Jingang Se Yambara Doje Sing La Yen La Mi Jimmy Pinso Yala Zorwa De Gonju Doban Powara Sinje Lo. Good morning, everyone. So, do you have this teaching sadhana? I think you have, right, everyone? Okay. I'm going to share this Manjushri. It's part, how to say, ground path result that Mahamudra Dzogchen teaching. Today I'm going to share with you this. So when you receive this teaching, you also have to accumulate your homework. It's 110,000, sorry, not 100,000, 10,000 Vajrasava mantra accumulation merit. And so that's why we practice Vajrasava before. This teaching is, when I read the Tibetan, it's very beautiful, amazing, but when I'm going to talk to English, actually, I cannot really deliver it to you like exactly the meanings. So it's not simple, like not easy like that. But I try much ever I can. So this actually, the today teaching is root text. There's many commentaries. So the commentaries are elaborated. If we go to commentary, we're going to lost. So better we stick with the root text. So, sometimes the root text is more easy than commentaries. I try to just much ever I can explain through the root text. So when you also receive a teaching, we have to also practice and meditate this Dzogchen. This one is have to practice. So also we, when we receive this teaching, we have to recognize precious teaching and important. That's the reason we have to accumulate Vajrasava mantra. So that also helps us, for our meditation, remove the obstacle too. Of course, all that Buddha's teaching has performed and benefits everyone, depending also how much we care about the teaching. So if we don't really care much, then teaching really don't much benefit. If you really care about the teaching and you practice, the Dharma always benefit. So that's why, so when you share the Dharma, is usually not allowed to publicly. The reason is because if someone don't care about the Dharma, then they're not going to benefit. So you really care about the teaching, so you practice that teaching really benefit you. That's the reason I just give you homework is 110,000 accumulation mantra. Is like just testing you really care about or not, If you really care about the teaching, so then 10,000 accumulation Vajrasattva mantra is very easy. Someone who don't care that much teaching, the 10,000 mantra is not easy. It's very hard for them. So that is why that is the just test for you, okay? And then also if you go up to more, of course, like Vajrasattva practice, create chant accumulation, Mary is purify our obscurations. Our mind is become more connected with the Dharma. And then Dharma really benefit for us. So we, some levels we have lots of obscurations because due to our negativity deeds. So many lifetimes. Even we wanted the Dharma, but sometimes it didn't go right direction. So, sometimes we think we're doing correctly, but not really follow the correctly because due to obstacles. Sometimes we think we know the teachings, then we get, kind of more arrogance and pride. So that's also obstacle too. Sometimes we read the books and we think, oh, I know, it's like we wanted to talk and share, so then we don't practice ourselves. So that's also go to the obstacle too. So that's the reason we, have to do something before the receiving teachings, have a preliminary practice. The why we have the preliminary practice that helps our minds more connect with the Dharma and follow the spiritual path correctly. Less obscuration and purify obscurations. So that's the reason we require different kind, preparation practice. That helps us, Sometimes we think, oh, if we don't do the preparation, so we don't understand Dharma. Not that case. Even you don't do the Vajrasattva mantra, still you understanding this teaching, but your mind, just get more afflictive emotions. Maybe that means like actually it's obscuration, on the path. It's Dharma, like mind is not really connected with the Dharma that much and not much benefit. That's why we have required the preparation prayers practice. Okay, so then today this teaching is absolute truth, the Manjushri, composed by the Mapam Rinpoche. So Mapam Rinpoche is a Nyingma tradition, very famous scholar. So he has many, books, and he wrote teachings about philosophy, Maya Minka teachings. So also he has like different philosophy, the teaching commentaries. In the Nyingma tradition, the Mapam Rinpoche is the just well-known, everyone knows, and very famous one. His teachings, commentaries, and Jigten Sumgong's commentary teachings is very similar in many ways. So he also wrote the Digong Kaju, the one of the prayer called increasing the energy aspiration. So he wrote that one. Is we have in the book. Usually we chant often this one is made the teaching of great Digongpa Ranashiri, who is omniscient Lord of Dharma, master of interdependence, continue to increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of the samsara. So that's also he composed this Mapam Rinpoche. So when I was in the Khenpo Jimi Pinso place, so Khenpo Jimi Pinso is very devotion to the Mapam Rinpoche. He shared lots of teachings from Mapam. So I receive, I think, in this teaching. So today I'm sharing this one. It's the first time for you. It's the first time one. Before I didn't share this because it's harder to share. My English also not enough to sharing with you. So then some reasons last month we did the Manjushri's retreat, the practicing, and then I saw this also translations, very beautiful. So that's why I'm thought it's ready to share. So many connections arise. I think that's also one of the auspicious great, too. So then we are shared this teaching during that time also we can create Vajrasattva accumulation merit. And then this month also is a miraculous month. Buddha's called miraculous month. Tibetan is called Bumjor Dawa, means like 100,000 times increasing special month. So then today is especially for full moon day. That's also all is good auspicious. Many conditions come together. So then when you receive when I share this teaching, when you're going to receive this teaching, you also just think about to visualize. I'm receiving this teaching is like, which is you have a strong devotion to your guru. So think about that gurus are receiving from that guru. And that also helps you get blessing. Then of course, like when you receive the teaching, you can visualize where you live, the place also you can visualize the Buddha's pure lane. In pure place is transformed to the pure lane, pure perception. We create a pure perception, pure lane. Then where you live the house also you can visualize is Buddha's palace. You can visualize yourself also Buddha's retinue, and the teacher is also like Buddha, and then all the Sangha also visualize Buddha's retinue. So that's where also great way to receiving the teaching. Helps like our impure perception is transformed, change to pure perception. So that's usually when we receive the teaching, always teacher reminder for everyone, students, when we share the teaching, usually the change the perception, change the intention. So that part is very important, two things, see. Change the perception is, we have all these impure perceptions all the time. That create the causes of samsara habituate. And then we have opportunity when you receive the teaching, you change the perceptions. Impure perceptions change to pure perceptions. So then of course, like we have to create mind generation too. Mind generation also, when you receive the teaching and the practice, we have to remind again, and we have to recognize our mind is like intention. So today, like you think about it, see, I'm going to receive this teaching in the full moon day. I want to practice this, and also I want to purify my karma, and I wanted to liberate myself, also wanted to benefit for others. So that kind of intention you just create, Sometimes we say, okay, you only thinking about other beings, also hard. We have to think about ourselves and then think about others together. So Buddha means accomplishment two things, accomplishment own benefit, accomplishment others' benefit. So when we mind generation, also we can think about our own benefits and for others' benefit. That's the reason I'm going to listening the teaching. starting practice. Okay, so that helps like become this teaching is more benefit to you. More we can think about for others, like more long as you have mind generation, that teaching really benefit you, and also purify our karma. So that two things required before receive teaching, like change the perception, create mind generation, and then this teaching the name first. The name is the self readings of indestructible awareness and emptiness in aspiration towards the meaning of the indivisible grown path and fruition of the great perfection Manjushri. So self-reading of indestructible awareness and emptiness in aspiration towards the meaning. That's all talking about our own nature, Buddha nature. So our own nature is self-readings, means always there. Never lost. This word is exactly same as in our, usually we chant the supplication Tara has like self-arising, self-arising. So same meanings, self-readings, always there, and always there has qualities. So the same is the sun. Sun is actually self-arising. This clause is like same as obstacles, emotions, Sun is always there. There has always readings of indestructible. So actually this clouds, thunderstorms never affected to the sun. So like that, the Buddha nature is self-readings of indestructible, means like emotions, obscurations, suffering never affected. Awareness, so then that is awareness and emptiness. Self-arising is awareness and emptiness. So our mind nature is awareness, no nothingness. When you meditate, you can recognize your own experience, awareness. Then, and emptiness means that it's always empty, but no nothingness, awareness, always present. Always present means awareness. Always present, that is emptiness. The emptiness is always present there. So that is called indestructible self-readings. It's Buddha nature. So then, in aspiration towards the meaning of the indivisible ground, so now this is the prayer for aspiration prayer. For aspiration prayer to our own nature. In aspiration towards the meaning of the indivisible ground. So meaning of the indivisible ground, path and fruition of great perfection Manjushri. So now think about this one. Indivisible of ground. The indivisible ground is us right now. We are indivisible ground. The why we are called the indivisible ground, we have the Buddha nature. Same is the Manjushri's nature we have. We have that ground. So usually all sentient beings is ground, means everyone has a nature. Indivisible ground. Part is bodhisattvas. So Bodhisattva who practice, they are on the path. So we can say we are in the path too, because we have grown Buddha nature. So we want to discover that. Now we are on the path. So we removing our obscurations. That is called path. And the fruition of the then we 100% our discovered our own nature. The 100% when we discovered our own nature is called fruition. So ground we have that nature. On the path we're going to discover our own nature. Result is we 100% discovered our own nature. So then become we are the great perfection of Manjushri, means like, so we are same as the Manjushri, no difference. So we have the Manjushri's nature right now, all sentient beings. So this is we can follow by Manjushri. We can usually talk about Buddha, you know, all beings the same as Buddha. That is the ground. Ground all sentient beings the same as Buddha, but on the path not, because the sentient beings has so much obscurations. And Bodhisattvas, like usually Bodhisattva means who try to discovering the nature. So that is Bodhisattvas. In the who is on the path is called Bodhisattvas. And then who 100% discovered own nature is called Buddha. So see, that is followed by ordinary people, Bodhisattva, and Buddha. Then we can be ordinary people, we can be Bodhisattva, we can become Buddha. So two obscurations is there. That time we are ordinary because we don't know we have this nature. And afflictive emotion is purifying on the path. That's times called Bodhisattva. And the two obscurations 100% purified is called Buddha. And the main point is grown path fruition is no difference, it's all same. So example is sun is under the thunderstorm. That is the same as the ordinary beings. Nature, ordinary beings don't recognize they have own nature. Quality, even no any recognize. Same is like sun is go to thunderstorm, we don't see the sun and we never ever know where is the sun. We never think about the sun is in the sky. So that kind we get, right? View, thoughts. So that time is called ordinary beings. Then the clothes is become less. You recognize where is the sun, but still clouds. That is called on the path. It's Bodhisattva. And 100% cloud is dispersed, sun is shining, is called Buddha. So the three times, sun is the same actually. Sun is not changed. Only the clouds, thunderstorm is gone. So like that, we have always nature, but now we have thunderstorms. It's our emotions. We don't recognize the Buddha nature there. And we remove our emotion, thunderstorm. So less emotions. Then we know we have a nature, but 100% not discovered, but we know we have a nature. And we purify some certain levels of the emotions. That time is we are on the path, we are Bodhisattva. And then 100% remove the emotions. That time we are Buddha. So actually, one person, grown path result is one person. no different person, right? So same as the sun is like under the thunderstorm, and the less clouds, free from the clouds, sun is the same. Sun is never change. So that's the same is like that. Our nature is always there and the same. That's why it's called indestructible awareness. The emotions never affected to our nature. Nature is always there. Then that is the perfection of Manjushri. The perfection is then sometimes we call Dzogchen, sometimes we call Mahamudra and Mayaminka. So that all its name is different. When you're really into the same state, is no difference, or it's the same become. Sometimes we call like we are same is Yidam deity, so that means also perfection, Manjushri. We are become rich to same nature. So that time you can say like, oh, it's I have realized Dzogchen. You can say I have realized Mahamudra. I have realized Yidam deity. It's become it's all same, no difference. Just words is different, meaning is the same thing. So that is the name of the theater that's teaching today by Mapam Rinpoche. So he did this teaching. So okay, that is the book of the theater. So now it's the homage. I think it's looks like homage. Homage is you embody the wisdom of all the blessed, gone Buddhas and their heirs throughout the 10 directions and the 4 times and kept to the way of no duality. Ever youthful Manjushri, gentle splendor, the state of a perfect quality. Perfect quality may we spontaneously perfect the rare meaning of non-action. So that is a supplication to Manjushri, absolute truth of Manjushri. Homage to also Manjushri. You embodied the wisdom of all the blessed, gone Buddhas and their heirs throughout the 10 directions. So main point is Manjushri, you are the, so all the Buddhas, quality you have. So this is the Mapam Rinpoche, he prays to Manjushri and the supplication to Manjushri. So the embody of the wisdom. So Manjushri, you are the embody of wisdom. So you are embody of wisdom of all the blessed, means Buddhas, gone Buddha and their heirs throughout the 10 directions and 4 times. So 10 direction Buddhas and 3 times Buddhas. So all the Buddhas embodiment of wisdom is you, Manjushri. So that's the, praise to Manjushri throughout the 10 directions and the 4 times and kept to the way of non-duality. If ever youthful Manjushri, gentle splendor, the state of a perfect quality. So you have all the qualities. He prays to Manjushri, like you have a body, speech, mind, all the qualities perfectly. May we spontaneously perfect the rare meaning of non-action. So, we aspiration, we are supplication to Manjushri. We are wishing to same is the you. So this is the Mapam Rinpoche he wrote. He said, I also be same as the you. Wishing same as the you. Maybe spontaneously. So perfect the rare meaning of non-action. That is the absolute truth, the Manjushri. Absolute truth, the Manjushri is, quality is like say spontaneously means effortlessly benefit for others spontaneously. Perfect rare meaning means like all the Buddha's quality has. No action means like no dualistic thoughts. We have like perception thoughts, we have dualistic thoughts. So that's the reason we have also effort. We need effort. So Manjushri is the Buddha. He's into the nature, so he don't have dualistic conceptual thoughts. And Manjushri has all the Buddha's perfect qualities. He benefits spontaneously for other beings. So that quality Manjushri has, that's the press to supplication to Manjushri. Then second is press to and supplication to the gurus. With the devotion of viewing the promoter, protector, and the glorious guru. So this is actually followed by the kind of one verses, together. Whole thing is like one verses. It's first this verses is like Manjushri. Second, this verses is press to the guru with devotion. So supplication to guru, we need devotion. That's why with devotion of wearing the promoter, protector, and glorious guru. So guru is like our protector, promoter, protector, and glorious guru. As the enlightened body of truth, so guru is like enlightened body. Is absolute truth. Then enlightened body is absolute truth. Is called Dharmakaya of perfect quality. So has all the perfect qualities. So this the Dharmakaya of perfect quality, and as the enlightened body of truth is very similar. Main point is, so enlightened body of truth is Dharmakaya. Then Dharmakaya quality who has, that is called enlightened body of truth. So the main point is who have realized all phenomena is emptiness. So that is called then enlightened body of truth. That is called enlightening of Dharmakaya form. Form means like not, like the ordinary form, like kind of physical object. This form referred to Dharmakaya means emptiness. All this seeing form is emptiness. It's when we have realized that, then we have Buddha's body. So that is called Dharmakaya of perfect qualities. May the inspiration of the atomic lineage be transferred into our hearts. So we are supplication to Guru, ask the blessing for our mind, heart. What the Gurus can give blessing for us in separation of the atomic lineage. Atomic lineage is all this. The atomic lineage is absolute truth lineage. That we supplication to Guru is help us to please help me to recognize our own nature. So in separation of the atomic lineage, that's usually we think about, see, lineage, lineage blessing means like, oh, Buddha, then his disciples all the way come to until now. We wishing them from them get blessing, right? And we also like see think about the Dorjen Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa Lotsa, Malarepa, all these lineage teachers with supplication to get blessing for us. So this one is actually the us is more deeper that level. See, this supplication also like actually go to outer level, inner level, secret level, 3 different levels. And this is looks like more going into the secret level as blessing, the lineage blessing, secret level lineage blessing. Made in separation means, see, our mind nature is always there. So I think that's referred to the self-reading of indestructible awareness and emptiness, so that we always have that we think that recognize that nature, our own nature. So made an inspiration of the atomic lineage. So that is absolute truth lineage. Absolute truth lineage is recognize our own nature is absolute truth lineage. So that's why the made inspiration of the atomic lineage be transformed into our hearts as blessing, recognize our own nature. So long as we recognize our own nature, then that is the atomic lineage, absolute truth lineage. And may we gain the great empowerment of expression of awareness. So then that is also the core empowerment too, great empowerment. What is the great empowerment? Is may we gain the great empowerment of the expression of awareness. When we recognize our own nature, so that is the great empowerment, the absolute truth empowerment. So usually we receive empowerment is more followed by auto level, But this one is great empowerment. Why we call great empowerment of the expression of awareness? We have to recognize our own nature, and then that is the great empowerment. So that verses is a supplication to Guru. The Guru is like, I'm beginning last time already Buddha with the devotion of wearing the promoter, protector, or Guru is Guru. Promoter, protector, and glory as Guru. So realize already own nature, that who has realized the own nature, that is Guru. Then we, with devotion, we have to see the Guru is the same as Buddha Dharmakaya. With devotion, we have to see the Guru is the same as Buddha Dharmakaya. Then as the blessing is absolute truth blessing, absolute truth lineage. We have to recognize our own nature. Then when we recognize our own nature, then that is a great empowerment. So then that is the truth awareness. That is the supplication to the Guru. So now that part is the beginning section. See title of the book, the teaching, and then homage to Manjushri, homage to Guru. So this also showing, when you meditate, when you're ready to meditate, close eye, you have to visualize the Guru, you have to visualize the Yadam deity too. Supplication to Yadam deity, supplication to Guru, and then into your meditation. into the natural state. So same is like we talk about the 5-part Mahamudra. We have the mind generation first, then visualize Yadam deity, visualize Guru, and then go into the Mahamudra. So when you practice this teaching, so first you change your intention, and then visualize Manjushri, and supplication to Manjushri, and then go to the supplication to Guru. After that, go into the Mahamudra Dzogchen practice. Okay, so now we go into the main teaching is here. Promodally present and does not forget through works exertion. So this is talking about the ground. So now I think it looks like this teaching is followed by path, ground, path, and the result. So I didn't read the commentaries, just, I think it's that way going this, because we already talked the ground, path, result, right? So that's why it's starting here is ground. Ground is pro-modally present, means like always there. Pro-modally means like I'm beginningless time until now, our nature is never separate us. Always there, pro-modally. Present. Present means actually always there, never lost. So this also helps, sometimes we see this guy is like really terrible, so much create no virtuous deeds, sometimes we see that. But actually that person also have a nature, Buddha nature, never separate. You have to recognize it that way. Every sentient beings who has difficulty, suffering, who does like create no virtuous deeds, when we see that people, sometimes like we feel bad or angry, that kind of, like attitude arise our mind. But you have to think about, this all has this nature. Everyone has the nature. Always their nature is there, but they don't recognize. Because its emotion is so strong, So long as you will recognize that way, then arise compassion to others. Practice this, ground path result is perfection of wisdom with method to go together. So method is love and compassion. So we think, okay, pro-motor present and does not forget through exertion. All nature is there. We know that. But then if you really don't contemplate, we cannot create our love and compassion for others. So when you chant these prayers, you have to contemplate. Meditate means, like we contemplate, meditate, and then come back to the, post-meditation. You more you recognize these other beings is Buddha. That has nature. We recognize that. So that's why we have to contemplate when we meditate, practice. If we don't contemplate, if we don't meditate, when we come back to the post-meditation, then we see that, okay, this is the terrible person, or this is like animal, or this is just like something else. Like we don't really connect with others. And then also same time we connect with the negative way. So due to our emotions, because we are also going to the stuck with the others' emotions too together. So someone like create no virtuous deeds, then we see that we upset that person and not happy with that person, and then we are also stuck with them too. So then that person also affected us, our own mind. So that means like, see, negative person can affect it for others' minds. So long as a negative person affected our own mind, that time we don't have enough practice. So we have to recognize that, yeah. We see the others like doing something wrong, no virtuous deeds. So that time, then you recognize, oh, this person and this being has primarily present Buddha nature, always there, but he has, due to the emotions, not recognized, and he has so much negativity, the obstacles. That's why he is doing wrong things. You recognize that, then you has wisdom. You recognize that is your wisdom. Then, long as you recognize that, arise compassion to them. Even you know have love, but comes compassion to them. Yeah. So long as compassion arises, then that person not going to affect us, our own mind. So that person is help us generate our compassion. That person helps generate our wisdom. So long as we have that kind, perception or view, ability to do that, then easy to practice Dharma, easy to engage with other people. Long as we have that kind, ability, we don't have the ability, then we need to put our own effort, contemplate, meditate again and again. So long as you have that kind of ability, transforming, that's called transforming, then your practice is very easily become, so growing or easily increasing your practice. Then everything is become causes of practice Dharma. Then all the condition is always there. So that is the become difference than practitioner's ordinary person. No ordinary person is, everything is causes of desires. Everything is like causes of emotions. Okay, so that is ordinary person. Then when you are on the path and you practice, like your practice really go to right direction, everything is a causes of Dharma practice. Everything is a condition for Dharma practice. So that is the Jigten Sunggung, he said in the Gonjek, all these phenomena activity of the Buddha, all this phenomena activity of the Buddha. So I don't recognize that words before. We have a lot of doubt about that words. Then when we are Shedans, we're debating lots about that too. So all the object is activity of a Buddha. That is very hard to understand. No easy. So no, learned, when Gachin Rinpoche was in the prison, so Khenpo means he gave some instructions for Gachin Rinpoche. He used that method practice. So no understanding what that means. All these phenomena activity of Dharma. It's a dependent individual, so just I told you, if we don't have ability, everything is causes of samsara. So long as you have, something levels understanding, and then everything is activity of Buddha. Buddha means the helping us waking up, Buddha helps us waking up. Everything helping waking up us. This is an activity Buddha, because when I have distract my mind, emotions are rank this there, and the minds become connect with this. I can release emotions. So that is like activity Buddha, okay? Yeah. Then there's a cup activity Buddha. So this cup activity samsara too, either ways. I have this cup and I'm very strong attached to this cup. That is activity samsara, right? I have this cup and when I use this cup, this cup is like whatever I put in the cup is offering. And I use the offering, chant offerings. Also, cup is also true offering to Buddha. It's even this cup, see when I see this cup, I recognize this cup is impermanent. See, then this cup helping me recognize impermanent. This cup helping me, increasing my accumulation merit because I can use the offering object. So like that, then think about all this object, everything is happening for our waking up our own mind. You see the beautiful flower, you attach to that, causes of samsara. You see the beautiful flower offering, causes of happiness, waking up our mind. When you see the flower, okay, the flower is impermanent. We recognize, oh, this is impermanent because it's so beautiful, and all is comes like causes conditions, not permanent. It's like everything is come from causes condition. It's impermanent change. You recognize that also like mind is become flower, helping you waking up. You recognize impermanent. So impermanent is introduced, see, attachment, right? So that way, every object is helping us, activity of the Buddha helping us like something benefit us. So when Garchen Rinpoche was in the present, see, Khenpo Minster, he give teaching him. So Garchen Rinpoche, first years, he's so much suffering in the present, he said, right? And so much suffering in difficulty. And then Khenpo Minster give him all the instructions, like you have to practice, your mind is wrong, you need to change intention and the perceptions. So what Khenpo Minster taught, he visualized the whole person is Buddha's pure line. And the person is Buddha's pure line. Then all this like who, the person guide is like who is the officials people are, that he visualized there are all the just activity of the Buddha and the pure line activity Buddhas. And whatever they ask him to do, like things, he visualize all object of the Dharma. So then they ask him to read the newspaper, like they give a job to Khenpo Minster, have to read the newspaper. The newspaper is of course all is like press to the communists, and therefore they are perfect, wonderful. So when he read this, all is like he visualize his, practice Dharma teaching. Newspaper is like Dharma text and all is Dharma practice. See, then this negative is never affected him, so he teach that for others, also help them others transformed. And so Garchen Rinpoche, when he was there, he had to work so hard in the labor camp. Khenpo Minster told all this you have to visualize is activity of Dharma. So he did that, become no suffering in the last years. The first year he's suffering, but second year, third year, I think it's suffering is less and less. Become happy and joy to work for that, do that. So when he come back, Garchen Rinpoche said, like, my present is no wasting time. So my present is helps me and transform. So like that, no, we are also in this present. Actually, we are all in the samsara present. So we think we are perfect, good, but actually we are in the prison, samsara's prison, because due to the emotion, we are still existing in the samsara. So we have to recognize that, and then our activity is just, change the, using the different method, create, something change, use different method, each different levels practice, which use different method, and reduce our negative mind. So then all the object is become activity of Dharma. Then actually who harm us, who not happy for us, who create difficult for us, that person also become, it's same as a Buddha, because that person helping us is reduce our negative emotions, and that person helping us, waking up us, Otherwise, like that person is torture us, like followed by ordinary person way, perception way, then everything is the causes of like become samsara too. So that's the, like you receive these teachings, and we have to like cultivate and think about that often and often, our ability. That really helps, So transforming these negative things. So negativity or non-negative is like, we have a choice. We can, transform everything, long as we have ability, like mindful and ability to do that. Okay, so no, pro-modally present, always there, nature is always there, doesn't matter who you are. So you are, we are, say, oh, we are human being, we have this nature, doesn't matter which nationality you are, which genders you are, doesn't matter, you have the nature always presently there. Okay, then someone like, say, is reborn to the hungry gods, animals, or gods realms, wherever there, these beings has always this nature there. They never lost the nature, pro-modally present, and thus not forget through exertion. Then you don't have to try to get that, because we have that. You don't have something, then you have to try to get that, right? But this one, you don't have to try to get somewhere else. You have already. Yeah. So this one, you don't have to pay to buy. You don't have to recourse to someone, you have that, I don't have, give me please that, The main point, we have that, we have to recognize our own nature. You don't have to ask to someone to give it to you that. So you don't have to beg for someone to ask, You don't have to buy. This one is, we have always us within us, so we can afford that, okay? Something we say, oh, we cannot buy because so much cost, right? This is no cost. We always have that, we have recognized. You don't have to put any effort, try to get that. You have that, you have to recognize that. So now next sentence is, it does not depend on capacity or constitution. See, not dependent on anyone. Some things like, activities, of course, like many things dependent for others. This nature is not dependent on others. So actually, everything is dependent for others. This nature is not dependent for others. it does not depend on capacity or constitution. See, not dependent capacity, not constitution. Like means like doesn't matter we are human being or animals or lower realms or higher realms or Buddha. So everyone has this nature. This nature is not dependent on anyone. Okay. So then why we need Buddha, why we need Dharma, why we need Sangha, we not dependent for others, then we not need to them to dependent. If long as you recognize, you don't need to dependent, right? You have that, you if you recognize, when you recognize that is Buddha, that is Dharma, that is Sangha. We don't recognize right now. The problem is we don't recognize we have that nature. So that nature is Buddha, that nature is Dharma, that nature is Sangha. That's why we have depending, relatively truly Buddha, Dharma, Sangha to recognize this nature. Make sense or no? Do you understand? Yeah. Okay, so this is very good. Like all sentient beings is equal. No higher, no lower. All this Buddha fears 6 realms is equal. Actually, Buddha's sentient beings equal. No difference. Not only we talk about human beings equal right, right? All sentient beings equal right. Then we have that. Why we don't know that? So as it is so simple, we dropped this mystery of the mind. It is so simple. Actually, it's very simple to know that, but it's complicated. We create a complicated. That's why no, we don't understand, we don't recognize. It is so simple, it's simple because it just into nature means like you don't have to put any effort. Yeah, we already talked effortless. You don't have to find somewhere else, always there. So then you don't have to like buy and like we don't have to think about how can I afford these things. You don't have to think about anything. It's effortlessly. Always there, presently. So then we dropped this mastery of the mind. This mastery means like kind of magical. It's very magical. It's secret level means like there. The problem is we didn't recognize that, realize that. Because why we don't recognize, it's so simple. That's why we don't recognize. We create complicated, So your eye can see something is far away, but you cannot see something in too close to your eye here. So like that, the problem is this nature is always within us, always there. So that's why we don't recognize. Then how do we recognize this? Let the Guru's instructions give us the strength to see. No any other method to recognize, only one method to recognize. So this recognize is not depending power, not depending worth, right? And not depending all this samsara, power and the object or these conditions. If you have like 1,000 guns, not possible to give you someone, oh, this is your nature. You have 1,000 guns. I'm very scared of you. So, oh, this is your nature. Please take this. No one help you that way. Not depending your 1,000 guns. Not depending you are president. You are not dependent. You are army general. Not depending for your king or minister. So you no dependent or billionaires, something like that. So then this is like dependent. What is it for dependent? Let the guru's instructions. So guru's instruction give us the strength and to see. Then you can see. Guru is like you have to know. Guru means guru is who recognizes that nature. That person is a guru. Okay, so not to guru means like something like ultra level spiritual teachers looking, you know. So guru is the who has realization, who recognizes that nature. That person is called guru. Then guru has of course many different levels there too. So that's why when we meditate this, before you have to supplication to guru. It's hard to recognize this nature. So then guru's instructions, it's called pitta instructions. Pitta instruction is also followed by individual level. You know why we tradition, gurus guide student, few people, group, you know, individual, because they knows what that person need. Okay. Then that is called pitta instruction. That means like whatever guru share to you, not suit for someone others. That is called pitta instruction and secret teaching. Because a different individual level, you know. So no, this time the problem is, oh, I heard this teaching told me this. I asked these questions, he told me that. Then they talk about everyone like, okay, we do this. That's also sometimes incorrect information too. Not always right, right? So no, this due to right now, we don't have like same is like, you know, like before the gurus and the student, you know, like the relationship and the God together. We don't have like that kind of opportunity in this time because it's called due to the generation time. No, we have this many conditions, great conditions, but some levels we still missing, you know, there too. We have lots of good conditions because due to the technologies, right? No, we can come out, everyone in the zone. I can share teaching, you can listening, we can gathering together. But this helps you understand teaching. Some levels like keynote same is like before the gurus guided the students. That time, you know, like they don't share this like teaching kind of publicly because they look to the person's ability and then what the persons need. Even when they share, they use the different words. Okay, it's okay. This part is the not ready to this person. They share, they use different words. Guru also has a good ability, and then that time student that who listening, they has a strong devotion, and 100% take the guru's advice in the heart and the mind, put practice. So that is called guru and student relationship. Then that person get a realization. So we don't have to think about it like something history. See, Gajin Rinpoche, he really taught Khenpo ministers pitta instruction and use that and practice. So now we have his biography, he already shared. So you have English, that teachings, I mean the biography, I think mostly you get that one. You read that, you understanding. That all guide is also not generally teaching guiding, you know, it's for specifically person giving it in, you know, instruction for them. That is called pitta instruction. So if you give it for all the prisoners the same like that guide, some people not ready to hear that, doesn't like that kind of instruction, you know. don't accept that kind of instruction. Even some okay, but they don't put really effort to take that advice, you know. So that's why it's teaching benefit or not. It's like first already that we talked is capacity. Capacity means like you really understand and take that instruction is hard, then you have that capacity. Otherwise, like you just come to join and hang out in the teaching, that we cannot say you have a capacity. So I can say you have good connections. Okay. That also not too bad. It's a big generation time. Even you have that also great. But we're talking about capacity is like really highest level. Good 100% quality. Then that's the hardest, right? Then that way it's like I don't have a capacity to actually share this teaching. You mostly also don't have a capacity to hear this teaching, but we create like each other, you know, helping each other and create karmic imprints. So we just create like good connections to this teaching. So that's we have that level, you know, we don't have like highest level like capacity. Let Guru's instruction give us the strength to see. Then you Guru's giving instruction, you follow that practice, you become that helps you, you know, like you really understand and transform your the how to say the practice level, or the transform the all the negativity and into the spiritual path, increasing your practice level, strength to see. Then you get realize on nature. So then also this Guru's instruction giving us the strength to see is Mahamudra and Dzogchen teaching, Peter instruction core. We follow by the Mayaminka teaching. We don't say this way, you know, let the Guru's instruction give us the strength to see. Mayaminka is you have to study, you know, very hard, like understanding Dharma first, study, and then you have to practice. So step by step, you get first Bhumi realization, see? So that takes 2 eons, actually. So then Guru's instruction, we don't shortcut, okay? That is a corporate instruction too, shortcut. Use something method too. Some ways it's great, some ways not that great too, because sometimes spoil the people too, you know. Some ways like in this generation time, we have so much obscurations, so much this negative conditions, and very hard to connect with the Dharma. So this bit instruction is great to us. That's also our some levels, our, you know, accumulation maybe due to that we have connections. So that's where it's like great, you know, think about another way. So then you recognize it that way, you put effort, practice, then become this teaching is great. Teaching is great. We are also great practitioner become. Otherwise, like see, if we give the great teaching, then we don't understand that, we don't put effort, anything, become is pit instruction, special instruction is just you don't use right direction. Someone give you 1 million coupon, $1 million coupon for you. You don't buy anything, just coupon is become, you know, you push in the trust like that. That's it. You know, you don't get anything. So then this nature is so hard to understand. because the reason is very simple, then how do we recognize? Only Guru's instruction, right? Pita instruction. So that's where we recognize. Then what is our problem is, so those like this part is coming more is a path, the ground we have that nature. Every beings have the same nature. We have that. It's there, but we don't recognize because due to we create complicated, so we don't recognize that. So now here it's loosely more followed by the path, elaboration and analysis are superfluities of thought. So this section, okay, some levels we must have to have. When you are right now, we're sharing this instruction, with instruction, this also become obstacle too. Okay, so example, when you practice Manjushri, we need Tanka, right? Statues. Okay. But so Tanka statue helps you recognize that, but then you also cannot be attached to your Tanka and the statue. So otherwise, that also become wrong way, wrong direction. Also, when you see practice generation stage, you need the Tanka and the statue. When you are in the completion stage, you don't need the Tanka and the statue. Still, you looking in the Tanka and the statue support. You cannot into the completion stage, in the natural state. See, this is like that way. Some levels we need, but some levels we don't need. Okay, you have to understand that. When you cross the ocean, you need a boat, but you get in the lane, still your boat is going to put into your head, carry in the shoulder. No, right? Don't do that. Otherwise, you just suffering yourself. So when you cross the river or ocean, just boat, then leave it there. You get the island, enjoy in the island. Don't worry about the boats. Yeah. So like that, when we study on the path, of course, we need these intellectuals and the teachings. All this needed to help us. But when you into the natural state of meditation, don't think about these things. Just all is let go. So that's why I see elaboration and analysis are superfluities of thoughts. Then that also become thoughts too. Positive thoughts, negative thoughts, doesn't matter, that all thoughts. Yeah, we cannot stuck with any of these thoughts. So when we are in the study and listening, teaching, sometimes like that, you can investigate. You can think about, oh, this cup is impermanent. It's great thoughts, good, positive thoughts. When you are in the state natural mind, still you're thinking about your cup is impermanent. You analyze that, it's wrong, incorrect, right? It's you create more thoughts become. Okay, so when you are in your nature, still you think about, oh, my religion is perfect. Other don't have this kind. That also thoughts. It's become no great. Oh, my teacher is perfect. No. Oh, Buddha is perfect. No. In the natural state, you don't have to think about that. Have to let go. So that's why here says elaboration and analysis are superfluities of thoughts. Okay, this create thoughts again. This Mapang Rinpoche is a very famous scholar. The scholars always say you have to analyze. Yeah, that is the first word. Most important, you have to analyze, you have to investigate. But he is a scholar with the understanding nature, you know. He has a realization person, so he knows absolute truth in the nature. When you meditate that, you cannot analyze. So analyze, we have to let go. While seeking and cultivating serve only to exhaust it. So then that is you create difficulty yourself, become. So no one create you suffering, you create your own suffering. We making our own problem. We create our own problem, we create our own distractions. So while seeking is and cultivating serve only to exhaust it. Not good, you know. Then, so this is like exactly when we in the absolute true nature meditation, what we have to do, you know. Don't use any analyze. Don't cultivate anything. Okay. Focusing and meditating are trapped that merely bend. See, when we meditate, we talk about the mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation is great, perfect, very benefit for us, help us. But when you meditate, Mahamudra and Dzogchen, no need. Okay, no need means like you can preparing that first. It's part of it you can put in the preparation, not in the main practice. Okay, so we meditate, see shamatha meditation. Shamatha meditation, we use focus with breath, focus with object. That helps really us, benefit us. But when you meditate Mahamudra Dzogchen, no use any object. So no focusing there. And meditating are trapped that merely bend. See, that's also become is bend again, you know, merely bend. So that time is have to let go. So they have one example. I don't know how I can explain the example is the ordinary rope or golden ropes. Rope, yeah, like chain, you know, chain, golden chain or ordinary rope. So which one that tied to you in the, you know, same thing, you know, like golden chain tied to you in the pillar, may you torture, you are suffering. Or just ordinary rope tied to you in the pillar, suffering too, same thing. Okay, but you have a golden chain rope and ordinary rope, which is good. Okay, golden is like, of course, like so much cost. You can sell that, you can have so much money, right? You can use, you can enjoy that. Like that, you know, many practice, like we need that, good for us, but some levels we have to let go. So otherwise, the same is like, you know, doesn't matter which ropes, anyway, you get trapped there, you know. That makes sense, understand? Okay. So watch the one video is in the his Holiness Dalai Lama is sharing. He's sharing the video teaching. So he said when he was young, he has his WAP, you know, WAP, and the tutors has a WAP. So the WAP has like yellow WAP, and others has just like see horses like just ordinary WAP is like no yellow WAP. They're ready to be the holiness, so they have a yellow web, right? Something. It doesn't matter which web you hit. So it's painful, right? Same thing, pain. But low is different. Okay, so golden golden, like yellow, or it's precious, great. So you good for your perception, right? But if that heat, same suffering, same thing, same pain, and the same thing, like when you go into the natural state, the positive thoughts, negative thoughts, both have let go. Otherwise, both are, it's a trap that merely bend you too. Okay, so the holiness has yellow up. He also like pain too. If the heat pain, the really heat I don't know, but just showing, they make scared the kids. Like we don't know, could be do so. So now what we have to do? Let such painful complexity cease within the mind. This is a very powerful words. Very, very powerful. See, let such painful complexity cease within the mind. So all the suffering have let go our mind, Main point, we have to recognize our own nature. If we don't recognize our own nature, until that, this suffering never exhausts. The problem is never end. So whatever we do is only temporary fix, temporarily fixing things. We think, think about the days. Today is you done great. Tomorrow is that helps you. No. Tomorrow you have to do again something. Today you done the good breakfast. Okay, when you wake up morning, you have good breakfast, you make up everything, you have good showers. That you done something great. No, tomorrow you have to do again, right? So all is temporary fixed. Never ever done anything. So same like that, whatever we're doing, all these worldly things, never ever done. The job is never done, never finished. So then when is this job is done, let such painful complexity cease within the mind. So realize our own nature, waking up our own mind. So, understanding nature just must have to have a realization, come from our own mind. So then all the suffering is exhausted. That time the practitioner is wherever there is always great. This object, like contradictions never ever affected to their happiness. Their happiness is not depending anyone. Our happiness is depending for others. Then our happiness is dependent for others. Long as your happiness is dependent for your other people, other beings, then your happiness is always changing. That's called change of suffering of change. Okay, suffering of change. So no perfect there. All the time change. That is the like ordinary people, us. Everything is dependent for others. So when this realizes, then not dependent for others, they always have happiness, truly happiness, already gone suffering. Let such painful complexity cease within the mind. So the main point, have to realize the natural mind. Other, practice, that always helps us taking into this natural state. So that's why we have so many different levels of practice. All this practice, different ways, helping to us recognize our own nature, ceases within, this less such painful complicity ceases within our mind. So that's the reason we cannot say, I want only this practice, no others. you have to use all the different methods when you depending, your situation. So no, everyone don't have this capacity, like directly go into the natural state, let go everything. No one has that capacity. So that's the reason this is like called performed very deep and without accumulation merit. We don't share means someone think, oh, I don't need the 4,000 meditation. Okay, I just go to directly my guru's pit instruction and I use that in the natural state. Then that, reject all the other practice. So that time, then you get wrong direction, means like you already have we say like you have obscurations. Due to that, no sharing this directly to the teaching, because that's why we let do like Ilis do the Vajrasattva practice. So some levels you understand, okay, that's very important. Yeah. So when you say, okay, food is important, eating food is delicious, I'm only going to eat, I'm not going to go to grocery, I'm not going to pay money for buy there. What are you going to do then? Who going to, you get always good delicious food into your mouth, right? So same like that, if you wanted to practice this Mahamudra Dzogchen, you have to use all other method. Practice. Never ever think other is not important. Long as you have that kind of thinking other is not important, then that time you're already like going into obstacle into your mind. So whatever opportunities, dedications, practice, create accumulations, like we have to use that. Then you have to know that's all is the same as a boat taking you to the cross the river. Okay, so we have to recognize we are in the sinking into the river and dying. We don't know how to swim, and we are dying in the river. We need whatever, like small boat, bigger boat, or just play over some wood, whatever we can hold to not die. Like, so we have to use whatever we get like that. Whatever we get conditions, we have to practice use that. And then some levels you have to go into the meditate like nature. Okay, let such painful complete cease within the mind. So then that's realized nature is like all the suffering is gone. Okay, what time is? I think we can leave it there today. So the take break there. Have to do the Vajrasattva practice too.
Khenpo, people have asked if you're going to give the transmission.
What transmission?
For this text, the Manjushri text.
This text is more and more beyond the transmission. It's a teaching explanation.
Okay.
Yes. Long as you join the teachings, like transmission is there.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, empowerment also there too.
Wonderful.
Great empowerment is there too, right? So sometimes like people who don't have an opportunity to receive whole teaching, then there are like transmission. So someone has an opportunity to receive whole teachings, then there has more beyond the transmission. So these teachings, I told you, your commitments is like you have to beginning to end to study, and the chant 100, no 100 is my already more used to that 100,000, 10,000 accumulation Vajrasattva. If you do 100,000, I'll post station to you. Great. So good to do that. but at least 10,000, that's also good, you know. Yeah. So then if you don't have time to join 100%, I mean, like you some stone something, condition comes, then you can listen and recording, that's it. And otherwise, like just join and listening, that's different than you listening the recording. Okay, so no.
Khenpo, can you please give the audio transmission of Vajrasattva Sadhana, please?
Vajrasattva?
Yeah.
Vajrasattva, yes, I can do, because of Vajrasattva we no teaching, sharing, you know. And this is
thank you.
Teaching is do needed to the transformation. Vajrasattva, yes, I'm thinking about that too.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I do the Vajrasattva transformation, then we're going to finish the practice.
Yeah.
About the Dorje Sambala, then the Drabjon, don't you do the Jimengas in the Mane, she's our Joso Jamdona, Namudone Sanjoni Bepare, the Jingo Jamsita, Lama Dorje Sambala, Yichite Pejas and Jelin, so Semjin and Rowan Tadake. Then this Salavo Yonsar, Lenga Yitzumbakan, Sanjolanda Dramazali, and Lachine are around the Judin Jamsi, Pecata, within the Rende Party, Dorjes and Casadawa Jependa. Charge Sani, Dorana, Longaches of Jidon, Yo, you as a soldier, and Damayo, Lamersa, Lam Gemalama Dorjes, and Hejatam, Yagone, Dazonata Sentina, to Yigis and Zimbardu. Tommy, Denetavara, Lima, Yetona, Tarako, Kondo to Sondar, Nujuta, Torja, Sinjasola, Pajami, Lena Majina, Zambachinjas in Zola, Jamisaka Woyonsor. Dada Sanjam Jaja, Tanzania Jakinda, Joda the Mongogan, Dada University, some the Jesot of Yasawa Gono, Benzasato Home, Raja, Denasawa, Tanzania, Samajoro Samaya. No other judges on the home to the Zongas again, talent over to the home. Then John to Jessamaya, Commander of the Barjo, Tajine, on Ganako Jinata, the Rangajero, or Tendo to Janga, the Mipens of Pambata, Jojiman and Melandasi. That was some message to Jelama, and some Uganda was a Shavata, the lowest of the major, Gavati, George, Don Go, Jag, Jokotela, Dawa, Yves, Chupdela, on the Sayan, Jona, Yudo, Sundato, Pendova. Tanse the Sabato Danya, the Rong Nibata Sama Deva Jins or Hankami teaching of the Jevata Samu, you told you were changing me, Pinzo, La Ron Chig, Chidagan and Trajek and Bongata Jego. Okay, so now we finish the Vajrasattva transformation and go to the Sadhana, page 5. Om Benzara Sado, Om Benzara Sado. Om Benzara Sato Om Benzara Sato Om Benzara Sato Om Benzara Sato Om. This merit, which represented the matter merit accumulated throughout the three tongues, is dedicated to the welfare of all limitless living beings. May each safely achieve the enlightened state of Vajrasattva. All appearances pure as the ornament of the enlightened body. All songs is perfect as the play of enlightened speech. All thoughts are fully wrapping as the state of enlightened mind. May the splendor of Guru Vajrasattva fully adorned bless auspiciously. Now we go to the dedication Tibetan. Hon den zuo de song ge zo gen. Pa len ro we dong deng ho. Gen jiang dor je sen ba ye. Gong pan yor de to ba re shu zha xin ne. Om ka nan ge ye jin de da. Dada nga je ro war zo, ten do to je ngang de mi, pin zo ban bar zha xi xiu. So thank you everyone and join the teaching. Today 4 o'clock East Coast time. Please join the dedication practice. So this dedication prayer is check the main point is So, okay. This is the sent email from the Tibetan community, the Chomtor teaching. So this month is called Chomtor teaching. Chomtor teaching means like miraculously month. Buddha subdued all the competitions. The 15th day of the first Tibetan month, Kata is organizing the virtual prayer with Digon Dhammasriya. It is a holy day to pray, particularly for the lives lost to the COVID-19 pandemic across the world. More than 500,000 in the US. Please see below for virtual prayer informations. So we're doing this, we want Khenpo Samdup lead the practicing. So the same the Zoom group. I mean, the Zoom number is the same thing. So using same this Zoom number, and this practice is today is a full moon day. We do the dedication prayer for who lose the life due to the coronavirus in the world, So we create a sadhana. Also, Amanda helps, like we create a sadhana for this prayer. We have Tibetan and English together. So join this practice and also help for these Tibetans. They expire, get aspiring for Dharma. Right now, Tibetan Lamas teachers teach Westerner like people, and no Westerner people need to have the Tibetan put in the Dharma again. So they don't much practice the Dharma. So join in the group and help them to lead the Dharma, okay? So this organization want to join all the Tibetan to pray, but we don't know because there maybe no use to Zoom much. I don't know how many people coming to join, but hopefully everyone join. I don't know. So anyway, so we have a good opportunity. We do together this practice. Join 4 o'clock today, East Coast time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Khenpo. Thank
Anyone
you,
has Dharma question, anything or no? Today, okay, everyone?
Thank you, Khenpo. Thank you. Thank you, Khenpo.
Very clear.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Thank you so much, Khenpo.
See you.
Khenpo.